We are exactly nowhere on the release, other than there has been a lawsuit filed in D.C. And who is the presiding judge in that lawsuit? Tanya Chutkin.
Oh, wow.
Hello. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's not victimless. We're all victims. Somebody pays. It's like the tariffs. We pay. So anyway, federal judge has ordered Alligator Alcatraz to be shut down and no more detainees be sent there. The judge gave the government 60 days to move out existing detainees and dismantle the facility. Again, we sort of have PTSD, don't we, from having wins and then, going to the next, because they never, follow any laws. And in this case, it was environmental laws, right? The state and federal government violated federal law that requires an environmental review before any major federal construction project. Well, obviously it's morally, it's legally wrong, but okay, also environmentally, I guess is what the ruling was.
Now, of course, Steph, as you suggest, the next question is, will they comply with the court order to shut it down? And, sometimes they comply, sometimes they don't. They almost always drag their feet.
Yeah.
But, I actually posted a video earlier this week with breaking news. Trump administration complies with court order, which is obviously a little bit of a joke. But, it does show the power of litigating these issues and holding Trump and his administration to account, because that was the one where they tried to hide from the public how they were apportioning congressional funds in the executive branch. But the law says, no, you must publish within 3 days of those decisions how you're apportioning the tax dollars, how you're divvying it up to your executive branch agencies. And the good news is 2 great nonprofits brought suit. They, beat the Trump administration in court running away. And then the administration complied with the court order. Yeah. So listen, that's why we have to be in court all day, every day, fighting these battles, even though we know they may, not comply at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we are in 2025, Glenn, that we can't say, uniformly, we don't have concentration camps in America. That, we don't legally, we can't detain people that have committed no crimes. In chicken coops. I mean, the fact that we have to now go, oh, what's the next court going to say? What's the Supreme Court going to say, right?
Yeah. And you're right by calling it a concentration camp with your father being a Nuremberg prosecutor. Listen, we shouldn't fall prey to using the kind of language and terminology that Donald Trump uses. It's not Alligator Alcatraz. It's more like Auschwitz. I mean, it is a concentration camp. Don't call things the big, beautiful bill because he does, because, he's calling everything a witch hunt, and we have to call it out for what it is. And we have to make that permeate the public's consciousness, the truth about it, not his lies or his gloss that he tries to put on everything.
Yeah. So, Alina Habba.
Bless you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Bless
okay.
You. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I was waiting for you. A federal judge ruled that Alina Habba, the acting U.S. attorney for New Jersey, has been acting without legal authority for more than a month. They don't do anything with legal authority anymore. They just go, never mind. When one, judge rules one thing, they're just like, nope. He said because she's not currently qualified to exercise the functions and duties of the office in an acting capacity, she must be disqualified from participating in any ongoing cases. Habba, who has zero experience in criminal law, was reappointed to the post after Pam Bondi fired the actually qualified person that a panel of New Jersey judges had named to succeed her. Habba was representing a Newark parking garage when Trump first noticed her praising him on Fox News, if you were wondering the Alina Habba history.
Bless you.
Bless me.
Yeah. And Steph, if people want to know the consequences of having the United States Attorney for the state of New Jersey, the top federal prosecutor, be in that position unlawfully and illegitimately, here are the stakes. Every defendant in New Jersey who ends up being convicted of a crime during Habba's unlawful tenure as the top prosecutor will be filing a motion to dismiss the case and will be arguing to the appeals court, I was prosecuted by an office that is headed up by an illegitimate U.S. attorney. And that kind of issue may have legs. So what this is it's also a public safety story. And will the Trump administration say, okay, we'll accept the court ruling and put a qualified U.S. attorney in place? Or they'll continue to say, you know what, that's just radical left-wing lunatic judges making these decisions and we're not going to abide. if they take the latter approach, they will be endangering public safety in New Jersey, which maybe they're fine with.
Yeah. Because we are not Boo Boo the Fool, we understand the timing of the Bolton raid is that the Epstein files were due to be released today. So where are we on that? So this is the House panel that's obviously slow walking this. I mean, I don't trust what they're redacting, do you, or what they're doing with this. They're obviously never going to release anything damaging to Donald Trump, which it clearly is. Right.
We are exactly nowhere on the release, other than there has been a lawsuit filed in D.C. and who is the presiding judge in that lawsuit? Tanya Chutkin.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
It's a lawsuit, a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act lawsuit, demanding that the DOJ release the Epstein files. And they get very granular. They say, for example, we want every piece of evidence that shows personal communication between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein that's contained in those files. So listen, Pam Bondi is not going to give the good stuff, the incriminating stuff to Congress. She'll like, in dribs and drabs give them stuff that doesn't mean anything.
And
but hopefully the lawsuit will get at that stuff.
Yeah, you've had 3 judges now say this is a distraction. This is nothing. We can't release this. You have all of it, the thousands of pages that you can release. Is that FOIA lawsuit our friend Allison Gill or the FOIA?
No, these are.
Oh, that's
these
a different
are,
one. Okay.
So the 3 judges, the 3 federal court judges who said not only are we not going to unseal the Epstein and Maxwell grand jury transcripts, Pam, but you all are involved in a, quote, diversionary tactic. That's what 2 of the 3 federal judges said. They said, why are you asking us to release a 70-page grand jury transcript where an FBI agent talked about hearsay and not a single witness or victim testified before the grand jury? That information means nothing. But the judges said, you, DOJ, have all the information, and you pledged you were going to release it previously. So this is nothing more than, and this is a quote from one of the judges, the illusion of transparency and the diversion.
All right, Glenn, being there in D.C., enjoy your new grass in place of democracy. We didn't get new grass in L.A. We got fascism. We didn't get new grass. He's good at grass, You get grass in place of
it's now
with
the
your fascism.
MDC. It's the militarized district of Columbia. That's what it is. MDC.
I'm MDC. Great.
Dear God, we love you, Glenn Kirschner.
Thanks,
Love
Glenn.
you, Seth.
I mean that in
See you
every
guys.
way possible. Okay.
All right.
Hey, are you traveling this summer? Will you leave instructions for your house sitter, the name and number of your vet, maybe, the code to your alarm system? Think about the steps you take to prepare for vacation, and you'll get a sense of what goes into a knockbox. Just go to theknockbox.com, use the code Stephanie. Knockbox is a complete system that helps you organize all of your accounts, possessions, and estate plans for your next of kin. Each knockbox, that's Knockbox, comes with a comprehensive checklist that helps ensure you add everything they'll need to manage your estate when you are gone. From your funeral directives to your insurance policies, even the keys to your storage unit, the Knockbox helps you organize it all. If you've got a household, you need a Knockbox. Right now, Stephanie Miller listeners save 16% off the Knockbox of your choice. Just go to theknockbox.com/Stephanie. That's theknockbox.com/Stephanie to get 16% off. Stay calm, get organized today.